Reuters wrote an article about how the different presidents that George Bush has compared himself to, Lincoln, Truman, and Reagan. Yeah. Okay, you ready? Really? Okay. All right.
I thought he compared himself to Roosevelt.
No, Truman. The reason he compares himself to Truman is because Truman was also had very low popularity.
But he never gave up.
But then history vindicated Truman and George Bush, and lately that's been his go-to thing. I'm going to be just like Truman. And by the way, Reuters got this, they didn't make it up. They took quotes of George Bush saying, I'm like Harry Truman. I might be unpopular now, but later, boy, are people going to love me. And it's actually, it's kind of funny, obviously, but at the same time, I think it's very significant because it really gives you their frame of mind, and their frame of mind is very dangerous in this way. If you have a person, as he says in the Truman quote, and for Lincoln to some degree as well, where he says, well, we're not really going to be able to tell how good my presidency is, he says, until generations later, maybe hundreds of years later. He's like, I'm still reading George Washington, and they're still reevaluating his presidency. Dude, you're not George Washington, okay? And believe me, people have already closed the bunk and drank a cold glass of water. You're done, okay? But the dangerous part of that is he thinks it doesn't matter. I can go to 20% in popularity. I can go to 10%. I can go to 3%. It doesn't matter because a couple hundred years from now, they'll see what a genius I've been. So that means I don't give a damn what people think. I don't give a damn what conventional wisdom is or what the electorate says, what the other senators say, what the Democrats say, or even what the Republicans say. Because one day in a distant time in a distant galaxy, they'll see what a genius I was. And that's a dangerous guy, because that guy's a guy who lives in a bubble and thinks, I don't give I don't care what anybody says. I'm going to do what appears to be wrong to everybody else. Now, if you do that, there's some chance that what appears wrong to everybody else is wrong.